Let's look at, as we finalize chapter 4, what we call the gross profit method of calculating ending inventory. It's a gross profit method that's used to calculate ending inventory. And it's based on percentages. So what you're basically doing is saying sales is at 100%. If we know what our gross profit is, and let's look at what is an example here, 30%, that means your cost of goods sold has to be what? 70%. Now you remember cost of goods sold when we did this before, it was beginning inventory plus the purchases, which gave us goods available for sale, minus ending inventory, will give us cost of goods sold. Remember how we broke that down? We said this is how we break down cost of goods sold section of this component. Our beginning inventory plus our purchases gave us goods available for sale, minus our ending inventory gives us cost of goods sold. Now, there are certain pieces that this problem provides us with. It tells us what our beginning inventory is, it tells us what our sales is, it tells us what our purchases are, and it tells us what our gross profit is. So we have the sales at $1 million, beginning inventory at 110, purchases at 730, goods available for sale at 840, which is the addition of these two. Ending inventory we don't know, but we know our gross profit is 30%. So how do we figure this out? Very simple. If we know our gross profit is 30% of this, which is $300,000, right? Look at this here, $300,000. That means this portion of cost of goods sold has to equal $700,000. Let's look at it one more time. If we know $300,000 is our profit, then $700,000 has to be the answer to cost of goods sold. If our goods available for sale is 840, then what is ending inventory to get us to 700? I'll give you 30 seconds. You got it. 140. 140 is our ending inventory. That's kind of how you back into it using a gross profit method. Sometimes a store might say my markup or my gross profit is 30%. Knowing that, you can calculate what ending inventory needs to be as long as you know what your beginning inventory and purchases are. You're going to always know your beginning inventory because that represents the ending inventory for the prior period. Let's look at this problem. Our ending inventory is 140, so guess what that number is going to be in the next period? Our beginning inventory. Then we'll add our purchases for the period, get our new goods available for sale, take 30%, and we know that 70% equals this number. We can then calculate the ending inventory for the next period. Let's assume everything else is the same. All right, same sales number, same here, 300,000. This is 700, but now we're replacing it with the 140. So we'll have 140, which is our beginning inventory. We're going to add 730 in purchases. And that gives us 870 for goods available for sale. This is the next period. Now we know 700 is our cost of goods sold. Therefore, our ending inventory in the next period is going to be what? 170. And then that 170 becomes our beginning inventory for the next period. This concludes how you use the gross profit method to calculate ending inventory if it's not provided. More to come.